My name is Michael Sisek. I've worked at Shalo Tek since November of 2023.
Let us know more about Mike.
Well, when I first moved to Georgia, I've been in Georgia for 25 years. So when I first moved here, I did a 4-year stint in the fire service in Bryant County. From there, I went into a military contracting job and issued tactical vehicles all over the world for 17 years.
That's cool.
And from there, I did a short time at PSA, where I was recruited from to come to Shalo Tek. I love it. I was kind of presented with a job that's going to be a risk at the time. We didn't know where we were going, but that risk turned out to be probably the biggest reward I've had in my entire life. So I'm thankful to everybody in this building, top down.
What's up with the Cornhusker thing on the wall?
Well, I'm originally from Nebraska. Back home, football is life. That's really everything that we had growing up. Community and football. You drive down any street on any given Saturday, and all you're going to see is big red ends everywhere. It's kind of bred into you as a Nebraskan, as a native Nebraskan. I grew up in a small farm town in Sarpy County, and that's where that comes from.
What's your favorite type of food?
Oh my goodness, you know that, Chad. I'm asking the question.
Oh, I know it. That's why I got.
Yeah, Mexican food is my jam. So, yeah.
But you do love some barbecue, don't you?
I do love barbecue as well, man. Dolan's can't beat it. Statesboro, Georgia. Anybody watching, hit Dolan's. Got to do it.
What is your job and what do you do in your day-to-day?
Well, my job right now is HR director. Day-to-day, I do the interviewing, hiring, onboarding of new employees here at Shalo Tek. Our recent growth has been challenging, but it's been a fun ride. I've loved this job, and I'm happy to be here.
Have you done any other jobs while you've been at Shalo Tek?
I've done a lot of other jobs since I've been at Shalo Tek. I started off in the shop, all the way from stock prepping material and cutting material down, to running a machine, to working with G10, compliance. We got our AS 9100 certification since I came on board. That was a huge milestone for the company and for myself. It was a lot of work, and now I like working with people. This is probably my most favorite position that I've had since being here.
So what do you like about your job and the company?
Yeah. The thing I love about my job the most is people. That's probably the biggest product that we can think to put out is people. Every day when I come into work, I see smiling faces. Most companies, you see people who are just there passing time. Here it's different. We have a certain synergy in this building where people come to work, they enjoy what they do, they make a product. The people are treated well here. From the top down, everybody is amazing. They treat their employees well. They're focused, forward driven. Every day is a new adventure. We're scaling every day. It's an adventure every day coming to work, literally. I mean, we never know which way we're going to pivot, which is awesome to me. I think that it's going to be a wild ride.
What is your favorite task during the day?
My favorite tasks during the day are coming in and doing my walk around the entire building, just talking to people, seeing how everybody is, seeing where I can help them. I believe employees here at Shalo Tek is our biggest commodity. If we hire awesome people and we nurture their career growth, they're just going to keep netting us gains.
On the other hand, what would be your least favorite part of your job?
The least favorite part of my job would be having to let somebody go. We don't do it often, but sometimes there's just a point where a person isn't a fit in the company. When that happens, it's always hard. But we try to nurture everybody, like I just said. I think once you get into the HR role, you need to help people nurture their careers and grow with the company.
So now that we're getting to know you a little bit better, let's get down to the job questions, the nitty-gritty of the fun stuff. So how do you ensure you're directly supporting the business goals for the year?
That's a good question. As we scale, we have to forecast the amount of people that we're going to need to fill the roles. Every time we order a batch of machines and we land equipment here on site, We need to know how many operators we need at that point, and we need to match labor hours with those machines. So doing that is making sure that we're set for the year.
How has the company's culture changed from the old shop to the new shop?
We had such a small team back then. It was fun times. We didn't have a lot of regulations to worry about, when you start to get to that 25, 50 employee mark. But when it was just, 10, 12 of us, it was fun and it was different. But as we've grown and scaled, I think that it's gotten to present new challenges, which is always fun.
What do you do if someone's hired and it's just not the right fit for that department?
That does happen on occasion. There are certain things when people are hired as a machinist that they don't take into consideration. When we manufacture parts, we're doing thousands of them at a time. That's a lot of redundant work. Not everybody's wired that way to handle stuff like that. So we would try to move them over to a different department. We do have an assembly department here. We have marketing, we have media, we have a host of other things that people can do. And we try to play to their strengths. I think that's a good thing for a company to do. So
what performance measures do you use to measure the success and morale of the workers?
Attitude, attendance, those are two of the things that pop out to me. Somebody who's in here every day and enjoys their job, that's a marker that morale is up. If somebody's constantly calling in sick, or if people are not smiling around the shop, there's something that needs to be looked at there. But for the most part, everybody's happy in this building, which is a plus.
Hey, you said you do a walk around every day and check on people and make sure they're...
I do. I mean, I love
get
talking.
A pulse of the shop.
I would get a pulse of the shop, and I love talking to the guys and gals out there. Everybody's really great here.
What does the creation and implementation of policies look like here at Shalotek?
Coming from a shop of 12 people to a shop of 65, policies are increasing every day. So what we like to do is take a look at our processes, look at safety concerns, look at dress code, PPE, everything. And we'll create policies from there. As the company gets larger, you're going to meet different hurdles and milestones. So we're going to have to keep addressing policies at that point. So it's an ever-growing process.
Keep evolving and everything.
It does.
So day to day.
Yes.
What is the weirdest thing that's happened during your time as the HR person?
Well, that was when we hit our huge growth spurt. We were ordering machines upon machines, clearing out, filling up a 10,000 square foot space with just machines. That means that I had to hire a lot of people. So my entire calendar got wiped for a week, and that's what we did. We scheduled interviews, and we brought people in, and we filled up spots. And I don't know how weird that is, but it was fun. It was a good time. Watching this place flourish has been a joy.
It's definitely been awesome to see. So our last and final question is, where do you see yourself in Shalotek in 5 years?
Well, being 49 years old and jumping into this at a late part of my life, I spent years as a military contractor, and this is kind of my last rodeo. So in 5 years, I'd like to see myself kind of winding down. Maybe I've got 10, 15 more years in the workforce. I want to see this place absolutely blow up. I know that the talent is in this building to do it. I can see ourselves grabbing a lot more OEM manufacturers and just going to town. It's a fun time, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.